Hey, how's it going guys? Phil here, and this is a review for the Sofabaton Universal Remote. You'll receive the remote, a pair of AA batteries, and a quick start guide. The remote measures 8 inches long, 2 inches wide, and 1 inch thick. There are 3 ergonomic finger grooves on the underside, so you can hold the remote comfortably. Starting at the top, you have a dedicated TV power button, 1¼ inch by 5/8 inch LCD screen, scroll wheel, device power, input selector, menu, home, and info keys, volume and channel selectors, navigation keys, mute, back, rewind and fast forward, play pause, record, stop, 4 color-coded keys, the 10 numerical digits, dash, and E keys. All of the buttons on this remote are customizable, so just because they have a symbol or value on them doesn't mean you have to use them for that purpose. On the back, you have the infrared blaster at the top, and the batteries for the remote are loaded at the bottom. After installing the batteries, you'll get a prompt on the LCD to connect to the Sofabaton smartphone app. So let's download and install that now. Make sure you have Bluetooth enabled on your smartphone. Then, on the Sofabaton U1 remote, press and hold the dash and E keys until the pairing prompt appears, and connect with your phone. Select your region, and now we can add a remote to program to the U1. For example, Fire TV. For this next step, we'll need the original Fire TV remote. And then, turn on the Fire TV. In the Fire TV, go to the Settings, then Controllers and Bluetooth Devices, select Other Bluetooth Devices, then select the Sofabaton. And that's it. Now, on the Sofabaton U1, you see Fire TV on the LCD, and I can use the navigation buttons to control what's on my screen. The button presses are responsive and accurate, with little to no delay, and every feature from the original remote is present, except for the voice command button, which won't work because the Sofabaton U1 does not have a microphone. However, I can make do without it because I have an echo speaker in the room which can listen for voice commands and control the Fire TV. Now let's try programming in another remote. We'll pair the remote with the app again, and this time select IR matching. For this method, after selecting the device's brand and device type, point the Sofabaton at the device you want to control. Then tap the blue button on your smartphone screen. If the device responds, hit yes. If not, hit no and try again. You'll keep testing each signal until the device responds. When it does, tap yes. Then the app will automatically send the remote settings to the Sofabaton. Nearly any device that uses a remote, including sound systems, air conditioners, lights, or even toys that use a remote, can be programmed into the U1. Now, if you don't find the brand of your device in the list, don't worry. You can manually program the buttons on your remote in by selecting Learn from Remote. It'll just take a little longer. In the app, first select the button you wish to program, say Power. It will start flashing on the screen. Then press and hold the button on the original remote while pointing it at the IR blaster of the Sofabaton. You should see a blue progress bar fill up, and when it's full, the programming for that key will be done, and you can do another key. Sometimes programming a key will fail because the signal is broken or not strong enough, but you can try again until it gets accepted. Now that we're done, all the blue keys here are programmed, and I can name the remote something descriptive, like the brand or the device. Here you can see that on the U1 LCD, I have 2 devices listed. To switch between devices, simply scroll up or down with the scroll wheel to control each device respectively. So now I can control the Fire TV, Then switch devices to change the volume on this projector, and switch back and control the Fire TV again, all with the same remote control. No more juggling two separate remotes. What I really love about this remote is that you can store up to 15 different devices. I also like that when you pick up the remote, the LCD automatically lights up. You can even sync it with an Apple TV remote. Now instead of all of these remotes, I can just use the U1 to control all my devices. Overall, the Sofabaton U1 was easy to set up, straightforward to program, and works really well to help you minimize and organize the amount of remotes you need to handle for all your devices. Only once has the U1 remote lost its connection with the Fire TV, but I reconnected it pretty easily. The IR beam is somewhat narrower than some of the original remote controls though, so I found that for some devices, I need a pretty good line of sight to the controlled device's IR receiver. Other than that, I've had no problems, and fewer remotes mean fewer batteries. I hope you enjoyed this review. You can ask me any questions in the comments. I'll put a link to the product in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and join me next time.